Hi, I'm Matthew Kelly. Welcome back to Radical and Relevant, where we are exploring the genius of the gospel and looking for a word or a phrase or an idea each day, guided by the Holy Spirit from the daily reading, so that we can use that word, phrase, or idea to anchor our day in the gospel. Today's reading, one of the most famous readings, it's about the road to Emmaus from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, verses 13 through 35. That very day, two of them were going to a village named Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing together, Jesus himself drew near and went with them. But their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What is this conversation which you are holding with each other as you walk?" And they stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, named Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened here these days?" And he said to them, "What things?" And they said to him, "Concerning Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and who the chief priests and rulers delivered up to be condemned to death and crucified. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since this happened. Moreover, some women of our company amazed us. They were at the tomb early in the morning and did not find his body, and they came back saying that they had even seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but him they did not see." And he said to them, "O foolish men, and slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Was it not necessary that the Christ should suffer these things and enter into his glory? And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself." So they drew near the village to which they were going, and he appeared to be going further. But they implored him, saying, "Stay with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is now far spent." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at table with them, he took the bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to them. And their eyes were opened and they recognized him, and he vanished out of sight. And they said to each other, "Did not our hearts burn within us while he talked to us on the road, while he opened to us the scriptures?" And they rose that same hour and returned to Jerusalem. And they found the 11 gathered together, and those who were with them, who said, "The Lord has risen indeed and has appeared to Simon." Then they told them what had happened on the road and how he was known to them in the breaking of the bread. How often do we fail to recognize Jesus? How often do we fail to recognize Jesus in the poor? How often do we fail to recognize Jesus in the marginalized? How often do we fail to recognize Jesus in the people who just get on our nerves? What does it say? It says their eyes were opened and they recognized him. Let that be our prayer today. Lord, open our eyes so we can recognize you. in every single person, in every single situation. Open our eyes so we can recognize you. Have a great day. Remember, be bold, be Catholic.